Have you seen Nicholas?
Earlier, yeah. Apparently there's some tension between him and Lucky about Helena.
Yeah, well, Nicholas should listen to Lucky. Helena is evil, and he should have never brought her here.
Well, he's in a difficult position, Elizabeth. I would think you of all people would understand that. But no matter how awful she is, she's still his grandmother, right? And now she's sick, apparently terrified of this mysterious relative.
You don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea the type of damage Helena can inflict. And you better pray you never find out.
Make no mistake, my little Venus flytrap, the only reason you're sucking air is because you can provide information about your funny Valentine. Don't think for a minute you're going to parlay that into open season on the Spencers.
Your utter lack of concern amazes me and makes me that much more impressed with Elizabeth's mastery of duplicity. But then again, it's only Lucky's welfare that we're talking about. The dispensable son. Oh, Luke!
Oh, you like that?
Oh, stop!
Like that?
Did you get anything useful out of her?
I'm done here. You work her over for a while. If she doesn't give you anything useful, ship her back to Greece. She was already well on her way to knocking at death's door. Maybe we should have just left her to her fate.
My darling grandson. I can't thank you enough for saving my life. And for proving that at your core, you are a Cassadine through and through.
No, Grandmother, don't divulge yourself. At best, you're a temporary necessary evil. But I'm warning you. If I find out that this is a setup, I have to go.
A summons from Elizabeth?
I thank God for this Philadelphia case, because not only will my cut of the settlement be considerable, but it keeps me from dwelling on just how shallow and disappointing Max Giambetti turned out to be. Diane, why don't you just call him? Absolutely not. Diane Miller does not grovel, and I have already spent too much time wallowing in regret over what amounts to, obviously, a very trivial affair. Okay, if you say so, I do. So, how do you like pro bono work?
It turns out that I enjoy practicing law in service of clients who are actually innocent.
Well, how would you feel about defending clients that are undeniably guilty but would pay through the nose for your services? Okay. I want you to join my law firm. Hang on. Consider coming on board as of counsel until we can determine if our styles are compatible. You would have your own office, excellent support staff, and I would have someone who I trust implicitly keeping the firm afloat while I am in Philadelphia wrapping up this case.
Very generous offer. But I like what I do, and I don't think I'm a very good choice considering your client list.
You don't want to defend Sunny?
No, I don't. I've been there, done that. And I live to tell about it. And I gained a beautiful daughter who's one of the 3 lights of my life. But, you know, it turns out that I don't enjoy organized crime. Now, I'm not judging you. I mean, who am I to judge you? Because, you know, every criminal client deserves a right to a vigorous defense. And you provide that beautifully, and you're well compensated, as you should be. But, you know, here's what I'm going to have to say. No.
Oh, no. Okay. All right, fine. Then consider this a cry for help. I am in Philadelphia all the time these days, but my clients here still need attending to. Look, if something major comes up, like a murder or RICO violations, something you don't want to touch, then I will simply refer it to Chris O'Shea until I can get back and handle it personally. But for the day-to-day, contracts and hand-holding, the occasional posting of bail, Alexis, you would be invaluable.
Sonny and I have a really good co-parenting relationship right now. To work with him professionally would be a disaster because even though my intentions will be very good from the start, at some point I will take a flying leap into a slippery slope. I'll start ignoring that he's guilty, rationalizing his intent, and then eventually I will be helping him commit murder.
I just told you. I'll help him commit murder.
He's the father of my daughter, okay? I do not want to be focusing every day on how big of a fat crook he is. So please, I don't want to have to say it again. So don't ask me again, all right?
I won't.
Now, fine. No, fine. No. No. No.
Hey, what's going on? Why'd you want to meet me here?
The only place I could think of where we wouldn't be seen. Nicholas, Helena knows everything.
What do you mean?
She
knows
accused me
what?
of sleeping with you.
Well, she couldn't possibly know that.
Yeah, well, she does, and she's gonna tell Lucky.
Never said you wanted to see me.
Well, I was hoping we could converse in a more civilized manner than we've managed so far.
Just so you know where I stand. I'm not going to stop until I convince Nicholas to send you packing.
It's really quite touching, the faith that you place in your brother, when all the people you love. How would it feel to know that all of that precious trust had been betrayed?